Hello Virgo, welcome to September 2018. Happy birthday. This is your oracle card reading for the month. I've already shuffled the deck. I've got the cards out in front of me and I'm going to be referring to them as I do the video. I almost wanted to start over. I felt like that was a rocky start. Okay, so let's go. First thing for Virgo, September 2018. This is a very interesting spread of cards for you, Virgo, and I'm going to be very curious to see how it plays out for you. So I would appreciate your comments this month, maybe more towards the end of the month, because this looks really interesting. So starting out, for some of you, career-wise, you're getting good luck in your career. I feel like you are learning how to make money in a new way, in a way that is unusual or something you haven't done before. And I also see you getting more in line with your career path. The interesting thing here is that I have the Goat card, which is your career destiny, right next to the Skeleton card, which is an ending. So for some of you, this could be having an epiphany where you decide what it is that you want to do career-wise, and in order to reach that career goal, you're going to have to quit your current job and make some endings. It's also possible that for some of you, it looks like you might be leaving a job. So hopefully it's because you found something better that you want, and you're going to be going towards that career goal. And as a result, you're going to be leaving your old career behind. And this looks like a very beneficial move. So while I do see an ending right at the beginning of the month, it looks like it's ultimately going to be a good ending. As we go forward, again, I'm seeing a career story here. There's going to be some sort of karmic issue where you're learning how to make money in a new way that you're not used to. It might be difficult because you're learning something new. But there is a potential for conflict here, and it's mostly karmically related. So that tells me that this is something you have to do. In life, we have free will, but we also have something called destiny points, where events take place that were going to take place no matter what, and then we respond to those events with our own free will. And it looks like this is one of those moments for you, and it's related to your job, and it's related to finances in some way. And there's also a woman here who's helping you to become more stable in your career, and this could be the reward of this karmic challenge, that maybe if you're able to get through this, you'll be rewarded by becoming your own boss and becoming more financially independent. This could even be for some of you that you're making a move from a traditional workspace into a non-traditional workspace. Maybe you were used to a 9-to-5 steady job, and now you're going to be doing something that's a little bit more flexible or even freelance that you're not used to. But if you stick with it, I do see stability coming and you becoming more comfortable with this job. As we go forward, some of you are going to be moving. I'm seeing that some of you are moving out of your house. You're moving to a new house that's far away from your current location. For others, this is going to be manifesting as a short trip. But I feel like some of you Virgos are going to be moving this month. And once again, it looks like you're moving for career, and it's related to a woman. So this could even just be that you get a job offer from a woman who lives far away, and that could be the karmic challenge, is maybe you have to move, and you're not in the right city karmically to fulfill your own karmic destiny, so you have to move far away. That's a very likely scenario based on the cards I'm seeing. And I also see that when you make this move, the new place that you're going to is going to be a lot more stable and permanent. Once you move to this new location, I feel like you're going to be there for a long time. For some of you, this might just be a short trip over a long distance, but I feel like it's going to be planting a seed for a longer move. So for those of you who aren't moving exactly in this month, I think you're going to be planting those seeds where you're going to move in the future. And you're going to be realizing that is more of a possibility for you. I just feel like you're not in the right place and you got to go. And you're going to be getting nudged by the universe in the right direction. Now, as we go forward, there is a situation between two men. This could be one of you. If you're a woman, this is a situation between two men in your life. It looks like they're fighting. It's some sort of conflict. It could be related to alcohol. It could also just be related to medicine. But there's also a light going off. So there's going to be a way out of it. This conflict is going to be resolved, and it's going to happen more towards the end of the month. So the good news here is that for some of you, this will be something really short, like that just comes in and goes out, where there's a conflict and then it's resolved. And for some of you, this could be more of a long-standing issue that finally gets resolved. And that would be great too. You might just be encountering this man who is a little bit more intellectual. And then there's another man here who's more creative. And there's a conflict between the two of them. But it's going to be smoothed out and resolved. I feel like the more intellectual man here is going to be sharing information that's going to help resolve this situation. So it is going to be resolved, and that's more towards the end of the month. Now, as we end the month, I'm seeing money, 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 and then I'm seeing some fantasy. So this could tell me that you aren't being realistic with your finances. This could also mean that for some of you, you are going to be literally working in a creative field, and maybe this creative project is going to be taking off for you at the end of the month. So like at the beginning of the month, you have this epiphany of this is what I need to do, this is what I'm going to work towards. Then some of you are going to be making this move out of your current living situation. There's some sort of conflict that gets resolved, and then the last story is you are either starting this career in the creative field or in the arts, or you're just in a situation where you're not being realistic about your finances. So the best case scenario, of course, would be that you are moving to this more creative field. That's not going to be applicable to everyone watching this video. So for those of you who aren't going to be switching to a creative field, keep in mind that you want to be keeping a realistic view towards your finances. So even if you do get a new job, even if you are making more money than you were previously, you still need to be realistic about that money you're making. And you have to balance this creative energy with your practical Virgo tendencies. Because sometimes as a Virgo, you are so practical that when you have this opportunity to be engaging in your creative fantasy side, you kind of go too far. And so this is just kind of saying, reel it in and don't go too far over the edge with your fantasy this month. But it still is going to be good. And that's the only caution there, is that if you are being unrealistic with your finances, this is just a check. Hey, be realistic here. Think clearly, think practically. Think like a Virgo. So thank you for watching. That's September 2018. If you would like me to do a personal reading for you to see what the cards have in store, just send me an email. It's in the description below the video. I wish you a very happy birthday, and I will see you next month.